A dev revealed all. Skill-based damage is 100% real in Black Ops 6 and Warzone. It's rigged. I don't fully 100% believe that just skill-based damage. But we will see, I guess.
So disgusted. This video, we're not gonna do an intro. We're not gonna do a typical intro. And I'll just say this, if you never like another video of mine, like this one, I want every motherfucker on God's green earth.
Why are you playing this game, dude? You can play any other game possible. Go play Battlefield. Why are you playing X Defiant?
To see this
Worst
video.
game made.
If any gaming
Biggest
website or
disappointment.
anyone wants to
This is
pick up this
biggest
story
disappointment.
from this video and run with it, be my guest. Go right ahead. I'm sure you'll get a lot of clicks for this one. I've been covering these guys lying to us. Activision,
I hope I get a lot of clicks on this.
Treyarch, the other dev teams. I've been
I don't know
covering
who
these
these guys. I
guys
think it'd be pretty
directly
cool, though.
lying to us the past few days. And I want to show you more dishonesty that we have today. And then I want to get into something that was revealed to me that it's right in front of our face, pretty much. But a dev kind of set me down this rabbit hole, so to speak. And what I'm going to show you in this video is not a conspiracy theory. It's not me being funny and trying to be Alex Jones or whatever. But I want to give you how they are, and then I want to give you an example of exactly what this game's fucking doing. If a lightning bolt comes down and strikes you dead before you get to the main meat and potatoes of
what are they doing? Like, I don't think they're doing anything, honestly. I think skill-based matchmaking's there, but that's never gonna go away. Other than that, I don't think anything else is there.
this video, Black Ops 6, Warzone, both rigged.
Now,
You are
I will say though, when I play, and I'm putting 5 bullets into somebody, it does feel like the skill-based damage in the game. But that's not confirm it. It could be anything. It could be shooting in the foot. I don't know how the damage works in the game.
actively being nerfed mid-gunfight, mid-match.
Mid
Every
gunfight,
time
what do
you
you
spawn
mean?
in, something changes with the parameters. This is not crazy talk. I've proven it. Watch this video to the end and tell me when I'm
But Call of Duty denies doing that though.
telling lies. Please. It's been there right in front of our face for like a couple of years now. But all it takes is just showing you how dishonest they are, showing you what's already in the game, and then you telling me, are they capable of doing this? Does it make sense?
I will say they are capable of putting skill-based damage. Now, do I think it's in the game? No. Why? Because people would have caught on a long time ago if it was.
Does it explain what
We will see what he has to say. Maybe he points out some good stuff about it. I don't know. We'll see.
you are experiencing in regards to the spawn system, the gunfights? There is no consistency with the TTK, the hit reg, the net code, any of that stuff. Time to die, time to kill.
Now, some of the time to kill is kind of off, but it's not bad. Like, it's doable. It's not like Battlefield 5, where you shoot someone in the head twice and you still get 2 hit markers.
None of that stuff is legit in this game. It's all rigged, straight up. And I'm gonna say this, all these science guys, all these data guys, I'm gonna say this, prove me wrong. Watch this video and prove me wrong.
Are
See,
we
here's the
getting into
thing, you can't prove me wrong. This is all on the back end. I'm just putting the,
We'll see
I would
he's,
argue
he's still talking about it, so he's gonna skip through that intro.
that the numbers that they show, I mean, Nero did the math, and like they set the event to 13 days, which they figured out the average amount of kills per day, and they set the event to 13 days, which sets this mathematically to not hit, basically. So they're creating this false FOMO to sell you this bundle in the shop. Seriously, like, we're not gonna hit the pistol challenge and then some fucking Treyarch nerd's gonna come out and be like,
No.
oh.
What he's saying is there's an event that came on Call of Duty. It was like the Halloween event or something like that. I don't know what it was. It was some event. It looked pretty cool though. And you had to get like, I think it's like every kill in multiplayer is like 5 points, and every kill, 5 kills in zombies was 1 point or something like that. And I think you need like 400 points or something. No, I think 2,000. I don't know. I don't remember what the amount was. I think he's talking about that event. That event wasn't hard. All you do is sit there and grind zombies for like maybe 6, 7 hours, and you probably completed.
Oh, well, actually, our data was not updated correctly. Our data tracker was taken offline by the Lizard Squad, and we don't really know what to do from here, but we restored the power of the data.
Hey viewer, welcome back to present day. Would you look at that? 2 days later, here's Treyarch's excuse.
The hit list event total eliminations count appeared to be stuck at 25 billion despite tracking correctly on the back end. That could be anything. That could also literally just be issues with the display code, whatever they use to gather information and display it. That could be that as well. That's
That
nothing.
I called that they would do. For those not in the know, they released a bundle with this new pistol that was earnable from a community challenge about get 50 billion kills or whatever. Well, we did the math, or Nero did the math, and determined that with the amount of time they had set to complete this challenge, it wouldn't mathematically work out. So they release this bundle in the shop that contains this pistol that you're going to unlock via the community challenge, and they released that, days before we are set to unlock it. So people see that we're not on track to unlock the pistol, we're probably not going to get it, and they'll buy the bundle out of FOMO.
Okay, and it's not that bad actually. A lot of companies do that if they do have something like that.
On anyone with an IQ above my current thermostat setting, but it will work on the majority of the COD community because these people eat paste. But right on track here, they're investigating a kill tracking issue with the total eliminations needed. And then they're going to give us some jargon, some rigmarole, and give us the pistol. Right on track. Something's going to happen where they give us the pistol. It's already in the game. They're going to give it to us. So this whole event was fake.
I'm thinking of the other event. I know this event he's talking about. It's the community event that we keep building up and up. Yeah, I know what he's talking about.
On an episode of Black Mirror, congratulations. It was set up to sell a bundle out of FOMO. And maybe you're new here and you...
That's not anything wrong. Every company does this. That's not something Call of Duty strictly craft for. Everyone else does it. If you want to hold Call of Duty up to that standard, every other company's be held up to that standard.
Think that's just a coincidence? Well, I'm going to show you something that's definitely not a coincidence. You see, double XP weekends and stuff like that, double XP events, have been quote-unquote bugged for 4 years now. Yeah, we're heading into year 4 of this being a bug. They were called out on this the last time they...
Dipping 24/7 is definitely not giving profit double XP, and it's a courtesy sour from Twitter. 1 weapon kill... 32. I don't know. That could be all false right here. Who knows? That could be false information.
They did it 2 weeks ago, where they say double XP is active, but it's not double XP. It's a complete and utter lie. Thankfully, we have some people in the community that try to do the basic math required
this could
to
be
see
a lie
what's
as well.
going on.
Every
single time we do it, whatever dev team's in charge is like, oh, it looks like we made a mistake. Whoopsie. It's not a mistake 4 years in a row unless you are all retarded. Treyarch, are you all retarded? Can you not do basic multiplication?
What if they multiply it by 1.5 instead of 2?
What's going on here? I can play other games where they can multiply by 2. Why can't the $1 trillion company multiply by 2? Please, make me understand it. Are you having trouble with math? Do you need a tutor? I can teach you what I know. I have a high school diploma. Do you want to know how to find the area of a parallelogram, Treyarch? It might actually help.
What the crap's a parallelogram? What? I've never even heard that before. I'm in college, dude.
With some of your dog shit map creations because you seriously don't know what 3 lanes are. Yeah, there's a bonus lie for you. They advertise these maps as having 3 lanes. I proved them wrong in several videos.
Most of those maps don't have 3 lanes. I don't know who's saying that 3 lanes. A lot of them do, but most of them, a few of them do, but most of them don't. I already went over that when I was going over the new maps.
Videos talking about the maps. It's honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if they were all AI generated or just ripped from POIs from Warzone. So yeah, there's 3 examples of blatant
I would agree, but actually no, not to that. I mean, I feel did he? Did he get any POIs from Warzone into multiplayer? I don't think he did with this one.
dishonesty. They're either stupid as hell or they're doing it on purpose. Both options are terrifying, if I'm being completely honest. But let's just assume that they know what they're doing and they're lying to us, okay? Now, let's get to this game dev's comment that set me down this kind of rabbit hole. And it's not even really a rabbit hole, it's more
Now
so
we actually
just
can do the good
putting
part.
the basic
Hopefully.
pieces together. I got this comment a couple days ago. Honestly, as a game dev, I can tell you there are no limits to the depths that these publishers will sink to. Keep that sentence in the back of your mind while you watch the rest of this video, okay? If they could rob you blind legally, they would.
Obviously.
Skill-based matchmaking has a
every
falsity
company, though.
within its title. Skill-based. There is no skill. COD has not been about skill since Black Ops 3. It's all about consumer engagement. I guarantee if you
exactly.
stop playing the game for a few days or a week, come back and you'll be winning again in no time. I guarantee you it's not just damage they modify, it's everything. How much experience you get. What did I just tell you? Where your grenades go. The amount of damage your weapon will do. How much damage you take. How fast you move. How accurate you are. All of these things will be modified to fit player engagement. You buy a $60 game or a $12 subscription to play a game where a dev makes you believe you are good, when in reality, this is not the case. Skill-based games like Quake, Unreal, Vintage Call of Duty, the older Battlefields are dead. Every single one. They modify the game around you to make you believe in a fairy tale. It's not real. I can hop back on COD 4 and get 50 to 60 kills with 14...
I don't call him out about that. Alright. First of all, the old Battlefield game's not even dead. I'll be completely honest with you. I go on Battlefield 4, guess what? People are playing. Battlefield 3 servers, that one's a different story. But Battlefield 4 and up, people still play Battlefield 4 and up. Not Hardline, no one likes Hardline. But people still like Battlefield 4 and up. Battlefield 2042 is still doing good. Battlefield 5 is still doing pretty good. One is still being. I did one on stream. One was fine. Four was fine as well. So no, I don't believe that's bullcrap. I say absolute bullcrap.
Deaths with a group of vets on BO6. No matter where you go or how hard you try, you will end up with a KD in the 1.5 range. Anything above this is for one of two reasons. Either the player has not tiered yet with the system, or they are cheating. And I'm sure by cheating, he also means two-boxing and VPN.
So, cheating. I mean, VPNs could do it if you VPN to like a third world country or something where people don't really play games too much. You know, probably yeah, that could do it. But we're gonna break this down fast. Yes, if they could rob you blind, guess what they would do? They would rob you blind. If there's nothing about Call of Duty nowadays. It's all he wants. Sorry. They don't care about how good you are. Let's put it that way. They do not give a single crap you were number one on the leaderboard. All they care is if people play the game. That you don't sell them stuff. You being number 50 on the leaderboard, don't stream or anything like that. Don't sell them copies of the game or stuff in the store. What sells them is engagement. Which is why I did not care if you really get the game. Also, I guarantee you stop playing the game for 3 days or a week, come back, you'll be winning again in no time. Complete bullcrap as well. Now, there's skill-based matchmaking, obviously. They said it, everyone knows it. That's not the thing, though. That's, are we talking about skill-based matchmaking or skill-based damage? Because this is going to skill-based matchmaking, which everyone knows is already in the game at this point. How fast you move? What are you talking about? How accurate you are? That's not being changed, dude. Unless you have actual proof of that being changed, that's absolute bullcrap. Now, you say they're saying in Battlefield 2042. Now, there is confirmed. if you play in controller in Battlefield 2042, it's easier to control your recoil as a hit less kick to the guns. But mouse to have one kick. That's everyone knows about that as well. Everything else is bullcrap. Basically, really went over.
And stuff like that as well. I think that falls into that camp. But we're not going to call it cheating because I think that's just manipulating the manipulation at the end of the day. And maybe you're thinking that's just crazy talk, man. That doesn't happen. The whole it controls where your grenades go thing. I mean, I could show you a dozen clips like this. I've seen them all over Reddit. Look at this. The grenades will go through fucking walls and shit in this game. And after this, I'm just gonna play some skill-based damage clips where you're just not doing damage.
That's obviously hit reg. The hit reg is messed up there. That's obviously hit reg messed up. It's also could be your internet's really bad as well. That could be anything.
I mean, I've showed you a ton.
One clip is not enough.
Dozens upon dozens of clips. I could probably show you hundreds if I really spent the time to dig. But just look, it's right there. The only argument against
that's pretty
this,
bad.
The only
that one is pretty bad.
Keeping these people afloat argument-wise is that they don't have the resources to nerf you in real time. That's been the #1 defense against this. And I've even kind of bought this too. I'm like, man, that's a lot of stuff going on in the background to manipulate someone's experience. I don't know if I really buy that. But then I remembered that that's exactly what they do with their failure of an anti-cheat. And one of my viewers' comments kind of pinged.
Now, why are we going over the anti-cheat right now, dude? The anti-cheat we all know is horrible. They hyped that thing up so much in 2019. Like, you won't be able to do this. You can't do this. Hackers will not be able to do this. 2 days later, hackers everywhere.
Me off on it. Let's read it together, shall we? I may as well open up my own Reading Rainbow show on PBS at this point, but let's read this comment. They already altered the game in real time. Everyone talks about Ricochet anti-cheat and how trash it is, but never about what it does. They even showed how it all worked in a past video. Yes, COD themselves. Am I the only one who remembers this? The video shows a cheater shooting at a normal player and then they vanish, or making cheaters see ghost players, or even disarming cheaters. How is that not real-time game manipulation? You think they don't do it in other ways?
That's when you're cheating, though. If you're not cheating, why would they do it to you? That's bad. If they actually do it to you, if you're not cheating.
Too. And his examples are extreme. Ricochet does do all that stuff, but it also manipulates damage.
When you're
we'll
cheating.
get to that in just a second. Let me ask you this, chat. Let me ask you this.
If the game doesn't think you're cheating, it's not going to mess with you.
Why does this anti-cheat not work? Why does it false ban so many people? This is something that's been going around for...
Because it's an algorithm. That's what it does. If you do so bad, like let's say your KD's are 1.1, and then like 3 games straight you go 1.9 to 2, it's gonna think something's updated. Because that's not how you perform.
But tons of people that don't do anything wrong will get permabanned. They'll have to like appeal, and then Activision will unban.
It's just mistakes. Nothing's perfect, dude. It's AI stuff, algorithms,
and them. Proving that false bans do happen, and they happen way more often than you think. I mean,
everyone knows about
this. Shadow banned if you get reported enough, whether you're doing anything wrong or not. If you just get spam reported, you will be shadow banned. And shadow banning is basically putting you in a lobby with other people who've also gotten mass reported. They could be actual cheaters. They could just be really good at the game. They could be some dad who just popped off in his son's like 0.5 KD lobby one too many times.
Wait,
trying to have a...
That should be opposite. You said that the opposite way around. It should be the son popped off in the dad's lobby.
A family bonding moment. This is all verified stuff that's happened. Not conspiracy theory. This is all right in front of your face. Look at
Where's the proof? He hasn't shown us any proof besides 2 clips that could have been anything.
Type it into Google, man. So knowing all of that, knowing that the Ricochet anti-cheat's always on, right? It's always on in the background. we have to
Yes,
really
just like
look
every other game
at
with the
what
anti-cheat.
exactly it's doing. And this isn't new technology here. Let's look at this video from Drifter. He covered this when it came out in Vanguard. Now, to really get you salivating, you conspiracy theorists salivating, I never really noticed any sort of packet bursts until Vanguard, okay? Just keep this in mind here. I never noticed any sort of issue with the connection until Vanguard. Cold War, I had no real issue.
Are we really going over what anti-cheat does to your internet? Oh my god, this is so basic information, and we're going over this right now. Anti-cheat does a lot. It will also make your game run slower. It will make your internet or your internet buffer a little bit more. You're playing the game. It make loading screens longer. Everything will be longer because that's to make sure you're not cheating.
Issues with. Modern Warfare 2019, in the brief time I played it, I had no real issues with. It wasn't until Vanguard and then Modern Warfare 2 and then Modern Warfare 3 and now Black Ops 6 here, where packet burst was something that's just burned into my retinas and every
I've had packet bursts all the way from 2019, even before 2019.
one experiences it. Why? Take a look at this. Look at the timeline of when what Drifter's talking about is implemented, and then tell me all this shit's not working in the back end to an insane degree in Black Ops 6. I mean, this game has more packet bursts than I've ever
If people stop cheating, anti-cheats go away.
seen. Why is that? I truly think it's because all of this manipulation stuff from the Ricochet anti-cheats going on in the background. It's not busting you for being a cheater. Why is it so shit? Because it's not a fucking anti-cheat. It's AI that's messing with the game, and they've shown it off right in front of our face. Look at this.
Hey guys, Drifter here. Today I've got a short video for you where I show off a brand new piece of technology in Warzone that I think is very cool, and it live nerfs cheaters. But they did do something crazy just to mess with cheaters. They found a way to live nerf them to deal no damage mid-match.
I thought they did this before Vanguard. I thought it's this back in 2019 or 2020.
You get caught with cheats, you just immediately get gimped into absolute helplessness.
Whoa, wait. That guy's cheating. Yo, this guy's cheating.
I'm here to stay.
He's cheating? He hit me like 50 times and my health didn't go down. That is proof. The cheaters are getting silent aim. Where their bullets aren't ready.
It was pretty funny seeing that though.
What if
I did get someone shooting at me one time, and they were not doing any damage to me. I started laughing.
this technology gets turned against you? Remember this video I did a while back talking about the Activision patent, where they basically had software that in a patentable idea form could make a game easier or harder, or change matchmaking, or try to get you to buy more microtransactions and do engagement optimized matchmaking? Well, this seems very similar to the patent, which I was inherently against. I was arguing with a whole bunch of people, like this Why So Serious guy, who he even made me a little clown down there. The point is, the patent that we talked about months ago, which I was pretty adamant didn't or shouldn't exist, that it would be too complicated to live nerf players, may not be so crazy after all. I may have been wrong on that one, and I don't think I was wrong for the wrong reasons. There was absolutely no evidence of it except for an idea patent. The patent wasn't even a technical patent that laid out like how it would all work, just kind of like the vague idea of being able to change people's stats live, and a lot of games already do that, so it didn't seem anything unique. And I never saw this happening in Call of Duty. I never observed it. I never tested for it. And I had a million people tell me they totally feel and totally know, but that's not science. But now, with this clip from Joe and other people coming in, we have evidence that that kind of technology exists in some capacity. How accurate is it? What does it do?
Now,
Does it change damage?
It always came up my mind when they nerfed every single Modern Warfare 2019 gun in Warzone, the original Warzone, when the new games came out.
Hit reg, does it change lag? What all does it change? We don't exactly know. There's a lot more unknowns than knowns, but now we know that the game at least has the ability to live nerf players.
Now, after seeing all that, it reminded me of my first skill-based damage video I did when the rumor was kind of circulating and people were complaining about the TTK and the inconsistencies with Black Ops 6. This ghost bullets thread. You see, everyone always notices when like you're shooting someone and you don't kill them, but they rarely notice when they are getting shot and taking more
I think that's issues with hit recognition because many games have this problem. Like Battlefield 5 has this problem as well. Battlefield 2042 also had somewhat. They kind of patched that. They kind of fixed that so it doesn't have it again from Battlefield 5 2042, but it was there in 2042 as well.
shots to die, basically.
That's
Does that make sense? When I saw this thread and I included it in that first skill-based damage video, it really piqued my interest, and I'm going to revisit it here. Ghost bullets. There's been a few times where I see that I got hit, but my HP bar didn't show up. The weird part is that it still showed which direction where I got hit as if I actually took damage. So at this point, I don't know if we can trust the HP bar. Is this the server making a mistake or what? I play on internet with a solid connection. Jedi Rhino says, thanks for this info. This post should honestly be pinned. So many of us are having to shoot a target 3 to 4 times more than what others have to do in order to get a kill. I was thinking, based off kill cams, that some bullets aren't causing damage, and this confirms it. Again, you won't see a lot of people complaining about this, but I want you guys, if you still play a normal Joe Schmo Black Ops 6 with no...
I'll have to test that. I'll have to actually look for it, and then I can break it down. But I don't think there's anything like that.
VPNs, no two-boxing, what have you. I want you to note if you seem to be taking more damage than usual and not dying. I know it's hard to kind of pay attention to that stuff, and you're more likely to notice when you're shooting someone and it's like you're not getting the kill. That's easy to notice, but pay attention to your HP bar and like the direction shot indicator or whatever. Because as far as I know, they don't really do this Ricochet stuff anymore, do they? Like this was a weird thing, like the splat thing in
Ricochet.
Warzone. Like if it detects you cheating, if you fall from even 5 feet.
I was thinking actual Ricochet, like you hit something, hit the wall like this, and it goes hit you on the side. You know, that's what I was thinking.
You'll take enough damage to like kill yourself, like you fell off of a cliff or something. But as far as I know, they don't really do this live nerfing thing anymore with Ricochet, do they? Someone correct me if I'm wrong, you Warzone players.
I haven't seen it since Warzone, I think 2020, 2021. Other than that, I have not seen it.
Especially, please let me know in the comment section below. But do you kind of understand what's happening? Do you honestly think Ricochet anti-cheat is an anti-cheat thing at all at this point?
It's an
with how
anti-cheat.
bad this whole system is? I don't think
It doesn't matter how bad it is. The purpose is to be anti-cheat.
it's an anti-cheat at all. The tinfoil hat's fully on at this point, and I don't give a good goddamn. What if Ricochet's not an anti-cheat at all? It's just
They're not allowed to do that. They're advertising as an anti-cheat, and if they're doing something to mess with your game, they can get in trouble for that.
an AI nerfing simulator going on in the background. It would explain why Packet Burst really amped up whenever Ricochet anti-cheat was implemented. It would explain this inconsistency in Black Ops 6 if it's working in the background. It would explain why Nadeshot proved that like nothing's actually happening with cheaters the other day on Twitter. I mean, I've never...
If you report them, the game will look at them. If you have a cheater, report them. I've seen the thing come up saying thank you for the report, like several hours after I sent the report in, and it sounds like they got banned afterwards. So if you find a cheater, just report them.
Never seen a game with an anti-cheat have this many cheaters, you know, bar none. It's why does no other game have these issues to Call of Duty's?
Because Call of Duty is a mainstream game. I think they said 10% of people on Call of Duty cheated or something like that, and like a test. I don't know. Maybe it was 1%. It probably was 1% actually. That's a lot of people cheating on a Call of Duty
level. We can't use the excuse that they're incompetent anymore. There's a certain point where incompetence is just like it's no longer a thing.
This went an edge. That's what they want. They want to show off to the fans, hey, I got dark matter. I'm the 50th person that got it this first week the game came out. And Hear this. That's how good I am. Look at my KD. My KD's at 3.2. I'm in top 0.1% of all plays. That's what they want to
After
do.
me showing you the lies in the beginning, and if you've watched my channel for any amount of time, I've exposed way more lies, like blatant lies that they've told us over the years. So many. Do you honestly trust these people? They can't even be honest in their skill-based matchmaking white paper or whatever.
But you still haven't proven that it's incorrect. All you did was show 2 clips of face recognition that's not working properly or something on the sorts. It could also be internet related as well.
Guess that SBMM was in Call of Duty 4. You know, the game with the PC server browser? Yeah, okay, sure. Like, dude, they have lied so much, and I just want to ask you, man to man here, is what I'm saying making sense? Do you honestly trust this publisher?
I understand what he's saying. I just don't agree with it.
And this dev team, after what they've done, after me showing you directly lying, do you honestly trust them not to have this?
So other people saying they're directly lying.
Here's the thing: you can't prove it's not there. You can't prove it is there. It's on the back end. You know, it's encrypted through demonware and whatnot. I mean, we had to do manual tests to even find skill-based matchmaking. They wouldn't talk about skill-based matchmaking for.
They confirmed it though, and everyone kind of knew it was there because we had people that could mine data, and they confirmed it was there as well.
5 years. They put their devs under an NDA like it's some sort of legal case. That's not me making that up. If any prior, you know, Call of Duty dev wants to break your silence and say anonymously, they put you under NDA, did they not? Absolutely no one talked about it. So that is an assumption there, but I guarantee you it's true. The COD devs were under NDA in regards to skill-based matchmaking. They could not talk about it, or engagement optimized matchmaking, the matchmaking parameters, whatever. But there you go. Now, how do you actually fight this? Like, if you still want to play Call of Duty after watching all this, how do you actually...
You know what happened? They did a test, and they turned off skill-based matchmaking for a certain amount of time, and the play count went down after they did that. Think about that. The average play count during this period of time, when they took it off, went down. You think they're going to keep it off? No, they put it back on. It's there for a reason. It's people like it. It's on the top 1% of people may not like it, but the 99% of other people do like it, and that's the point of it being there.
Beat this at this point is to manipulate the matchmaking in some way. The easiest way to do it is just to quit. I've already made this kind of, you know, realization in my We Beat SBMM video. I truly think about half of the Call of Duty player base is not only aware of skill-based matchmaking, and it's
more than half are probably aware of skill-based matchmaking. I'm pretty sure all of them are.
Inclusion into the game. They are manipulating it in some way, even if it's something as simple as quitting. I mean, this thread on Reddit.
Let's fast. The game's fine. Who said they're quitting? The game's absolutely 100% fine. Now, it didn't hit the original peak. That was, what was that, 2022? What was that? Warzone 2.0 launch. That's what it was. But yeah, it didn't hit the original peak, but still averaging over 100,000 people. Not like it's bad or anything. No, it's still a success on the end. And it's only a PC. It's more popular on consoles.
It should tell you all you need to know, and you should definitely check out my We Beat SBMM video, because it just kind of shows that there are people finding others that are two-boxing when they are two-boxing. More people than ever are sick of whatever this manipulation is. I noticed, like, right hand to God, this is not to sell you anything. I noticed that whenever I was using my SBMM off VPN, which is the only VPN I bothered to use on Call of Duty, And you can check that out in the video description if you want to pick it up. Use my code or whatever and get a discount.
SMB.
But I noticed when I was using that and using it.
Oh, I don't look at that. Skill-based matchmaking off.com. So basically, you're cheating. That's what he's saying. That's basically what he's saying. You go to the VPN, you go somewhere else, and go dogpile bad people. That's literally what you just said.
It properly, I didn't have any weird inconsistencies, weird issues. I noticed when I was 2-boxing, I was not having any sort of weird inconsistencies or issues. It's bizarre. It's straight bizarre, and I just don't know what to make of it other than the game is rigged. I mean, if you got time on...
be too many people playing on the server, and they don't feel like fixing the servers over here. The servers, there's other places could be a lot better than right here. Because how many people are actually accessing this thing at one time over here?
On your hands, go watch the video where I talk about how it felt like I was getting nerfed in real time. I posted that, several weeks ago? I haven't really played Black Ops 6 since. Because I felt what can only be described as my aim assist not assisting anymore. The damage values being completely manipulated. I mean, they don't show the health bars on enemies. Why? They did in Black Ops 4. Didn't they do it in Cold War as well? I can't exactly remember. And then go watch one of the games.
Did they in Cold War? I don't remember. I know they didn't do it in 2019.
Plays where I say in the beginning, hey, this is a 2-box lobby, or hey, this is a VPN lobby.
But besides Warzone,
it's so much more consistent. It's not the fact that it's like a competitive match either, because in the normal match, I started popping off normally. And then halfway through, it just felt like I was getting nerfed, and the shots to kill on...
Or you just doing bad. You're getting playing too repetitive and learning when you repetitive playing. That's why you get to change the playstyle.
Enemies made no sense. It was...
That's why I don't do the same thing every single time I play Battlefield. If I do the same thing over and over again, I'm just gonna do bad.
Radically different.
Yeah, change up how you do it.
The username I was shooting. This shit's rigged. I am convinced. And guys, I have like 350 hours on X Defiant. I know what desync looks like. I know what, like, you know, bad netcode looks like.
Why you have damning hours in this trash, dude? Jesus. But X Defiant, dude, I don't know how to say that. I don't know. I think I'm still in the end of that one. But this game was a disappointment. I tested this game. Disappointment from the beginning.
First launch, it was really rough. Better now, but I've seen it. I've been playing online shooters for nearly 20 years.
I mean, this doesn't seem to be lagging. Maybe I'll try this out again if they fixed it. It's actually a lot better. Because at launch, I was like, this is the worst game I've ever played in my life.
This stuff looks like. This is not it in Black Ops 6. But you can kind of see that logically, and I do mean logically, I do mean with deductive reasoning, with their track record, more likely than not, they are rigging this experience.
I don't think so.
Even if you're like a hardcore data guy, you gotta see where I am coming from.
I don't.
Right? I'm out of time, guys. If you enjoyed, please, again, rate this video. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving if you do celebrate it. I actually didn't celebrate it. I spent most of the day doing the research for this video and compiling all this stuff. I guess at the end of the day, I'm more thankful for...
It wasn't a bad video, but I just don't agree with anything. Also, he is so... he says, use clips to prove it. All I do is shows 2 clips of a glitch happening, pretty much. Like, this is not enough information.
I could show you a dozen clips
like this. Going through the walls, like, okay.
All over Reddit. Look at this. The grenades will go through fucking...
That could also just be a glitch. That could 100% be a glitch. It could hit a certain point and actually click through the floor. It's a game. Dude, I built games. I know, like, you hit a certain part, and it's like, uh-oh. It collides with the other one, it doesn't know what to do. It collides too many times, maybe, and it just goes right through. That's video game logic.
Walls and shit in this game. And then after this, I'm just gonna play some...
There's nothing that can defend this, but it causes me internet, dude.
Skill-based damage clips where you're just
I don't know.
not doing damage. I mean, I've showed you a ton at this point. dozens upon
Who
dozens of
knows?
clips. I could
You're like, also, if you notice in this one, there's no
damage. I
blood
mean,
coming
I've
out of
showed
him.
you a ton
But if you look at the next one over here,
going on in the background to
sorry, not this one.
manipulate someone's experience. It's
Right
right
here,
there.
this one has blood coming out, which means I really don't believe this because one has blood and the other one doesn't.
But just look, it's right there. The
I mean, I don't know. That could also be a glitch. Who knows?
hundreds. If
Two
I really
examples
spent the
are like 2 dots on a boy, dude, and they're like way off. It could be anything. I need more proof. I need actual proof of this happening. This is not enough. And saying Ricochet isn't anti-cheat. People do get banned off of Ricochet. It may not be a good anti-cheat, but it is anti-cheat. Ah well, that's all we got for today. I've been busy. I gotta get these videos out there. I've been like so behind. It's been out everywhere doing random stuff. I need to get these videos up. Um, it wasn't. I mean, the point he makes. If you have more proof to back them, I would go with him. I'm not on Call of Duty side either. Like, if Call of Duty is out here making this happen, that's bad. But I highly doubt it. It's not enough proof for me to believe that it's happening. I don't like Call. I'm not on Call of Duty side. I'm not on his side either. I don't believe him, and I also don't believe Call of Duty. That you know, everything's smooth. That's just off general knowledge because I've seen them do crappy practices in the past, which is why nothing he said changed my opinion. But stuff I've seen him do in the past is still there, you know.